everybody, how you been? It's been a while, huh? Well, I'm on the job right now again, my environmental scientist job, and I'm out here in Berwick, Louisiana, and across the river there is Morgan City, Louisiana, and I figured I would just say hello. I want to try to see the Berwick Museum today, which is here in this residential area behind the seawall here behind me. I've always driven in front of it, and I want to try to check it out. I don't know what's inside or how interesting or non-interesting it'll be or whatever, but it's a beautiful day out, and I figured I'd add a little excerpt into this video to show you what I do when I do these water sampling days when I'm out on the water. So let me go and flip the camera around and kind of give you a glimpse real quick. Man, that water is high and it is moving today. It's pretty high up, almost already touching the pier here. Must have opened up a spillway somewhere. Look at these beautiful clouds. They're like half gray, half white. These big fluffy clouds on this windy, breezy day out on the Chafalaya River. But anyway, so you see here, when I come out and do these we call them water quality runs. We test for water quality. This is a sampler. I dip that in the water. I drop it in the water like an anchor almost. And it's tied to a rope, of course. And I drop it in the water and it fills up with water, and I put the water into the sample bottles. And what I have in the water right now is a meter. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Well, I put this in the water, and this is a meter that we use, and it tests for different things. You can put different sensors in it to test for different things, like, dissolved oxygen and salinity, conductivity, pH, things like that. And so we come out and we get numbers from the meter, and we fill up the bottles from the sampler. We put those in specific bottles and we turn them in. And we do that all over the state of Louisiana. And it gives us a live snapshot at all times, so we know what the water quality or the quality of the water is in the state. And most states probably do this, I'm sure, especially Louisiana, where the majority of our state is basically covered in water, or at least the southern half of the state is mostly covered by water. But we test all the waterways, rivers, and all that around the whole state. The northern part of the state of Louisiana is a lot of rivers. Red River, Ouachita River, of course the Mississippi River runs through along the eastern border between Louisiana and Mississippi until it gets to about central Louisiana, and then it cuts through basically the middle of Louisiana through Baton Rouge and ends up through New Orleans and into the Gulf of Mexico, or the GOM, how we say. Just kind of giving you guys it's a beautiful day out here today. I miss you guys so much. I miss vlogging so much. It's been a while. I've been busy kind of getting things in order, getting a new vehicle, working on that vehicle, getting it ready for the way I want it and all that, and all the stuff I've told you guys about in prior vlogs. And it's been keeping me very busy in a good way. And I've had my kids. I've had a lot of photo booth events for my side business, and just been so distracted and busy, but all good things, that I just haven't had time. And I was sick one weekend too. I had a bad, I don't know what it was, cold or something. I was just miserable. It was like about 2-3 weeks ago. So I didn't go anywhere that weekend. And so it's been one thing after another. So I haven't had any time to get out and blog for you guys. Been neglecting you. I've been a bad host, I know. But anyway, that's a little bit of backstory and a little bit about what I do. I know I've been out here before, and I've mentioned, hey, like I'm on the job and I'm working and I'm out on the water here. And I'm sure some of you are wondering, what kind of job do you have where you get to be so lucky you get to come out and do stuff like this? So I wanted to kind of give you a snapshot in time, or a snapshot into the day in the life of a water sampling day. Now I only do these I do these 2 days per month, so it's not a big part of my job, but I do these days a couple times a month. So I'm out here once a month, and then I have another run that I go into more central Louisiana, or towards central Louisiana. on day 2. So tomorrow I'll be up there. And today I'm way down south. So I'm not too far from the Gulf of Mexico here at all. It goes down, this is looking south. The water goes out there into the Gulf of Mexico, just a few miles away, if that. So, beautiful day. Beautiful day. I sure missed you guys. I miss doing this. I know I'm talking a lot, but I guess like I've been holding a sneeze in for a month. So like I said, we are in Berwick. We've been here before. When I showed you guys that red lighthouse over there, straight ahead. That little vlog I did about a year and a half ago. About a year ago. Yeah, so basically, we're basically on the seawall of the Berwick side of the river. And if you cross the river over there, well, if you cross the river, the other side over there is Morgan City. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. You can maybe see where it says Morgan City over there. Where is it at? Where's my finger? Morgan City right there. That's the other side. Check out these big doors that are on the seawall here. So in the event of flooding, they can shut these doors. See one over there, one over here. And it basically keeps the water in. And right behind this wall is a whole big residential area. Pretty innovative, huh? Good old engineering. Alright, so as you guys see, when we get on the other side of the seawall, it's all residential and such. It's a beautiful area. I don't know if that museum is going to be open today. And it might just be one of those little small museums where you have a few things to look at and a couple things to read and some pictures, and that might be it. But look at this old area here. This is right along the river, so you know this is, looks like maybe an old depot right there. And I love these old antique shop looking places here, and just wondering what they used to be. You know, probably close to 100 years ago. This is all Berwick, Louisiana. There's another old antique building right there. Kind of cruising around, show you a few things until we get there. Using my phone today, so I'm sorry if I'm a little shaky. I wasn't planning on doing this vlog here today, but oh, check out that old van right there. Oh, I love those. I think the museum's on this street. Let me go ahead and turn here. Check that thing out. That brings you back, doesn't it? We did that place before. Remember, I vlogged that before. The Twin City Gospel Temple. There's another church right across the street. Cat a corner from that chapel. I think, okay, let's go this way. I think it's this way. That's nice. There's the, yeah, it is this way, because I remember it's by the City Hall area. And the museum is called the Brown House, or something like that. I think this is it right here. Let's see if it's open. If it's not open, then it's going to just be a short little vlog of me saying hello to you guys. Berwick Heritage Museum, Brown House. Now let's see if we can park somewhere and go in. Give me a second here. Alright, so I found a place to park right next to the Brown House. And I'm under the bridge, and there's a playground for kids under the bridge. Check that out. Interesting. Okay, so I tried to get into the Brown House, but I guess on some days you just have to call and make an appointment to get in. So no big deal. I wasn't, making plans to really do a vlog on the place. It was just in the neighborhood, so I figured I would do it as part of the vlog. The main part of this vlog is just for me to say hi to you guys and kind of show you my face and let you know I'm still in the mix here. I know I told you over the last couple of months that things were getting busy and a lot of changes happening, good changes, things that are changing and moving towards what my vision is for the channel and just overall, like a lot of things. So things are falling in place and things are adjusting to the way I want them to be, for the better, for the good. So right now I'm just hanging on this cool swing here. There's a B on the swing for Berwick. I guess the B means Berwick. And I figured I would just relax here and enjoy the cool breeze at the Brown House. I'm at the Brown House now, and it's pretty, as you can see. It's a nice little courtyard in the front and all that. And I glanced in the window. It's like a little small town, old town, local history type stuff. But again, I wasn't really trying to make that the focus of this vlog today. But anyway, I'm underneath the overpass, or the bridge, where the playground is behind me. Under the bridge downtown. And look at this beautiful magnolia tree right next to me here. Beautiful. It's humongous too. It's got to be ancient. And here's a nice crepe myrtle right next to me. That's a big one too. Big old crepe myrtle. So anyway, I'll keep this vlog going a few more minutes. We can tool around Berwick on my way out and kind of just see the sights and stuff. But anyway, so like I said before in prior vlogs, I was trying to, my whole vision for the channel moving forward is I wanted to include some camping, kind of overlanding and getting off the beaten path and going, the same places I always go, doing vlogs on places and people and things or whatever. And then some of those vlogs I'll be staying overnight and camping. So what I did was I basically traded in my truck for a Sequoia, a big old Sequoia. Now I know what you're thinking. It's got to be terrible gas mileage, and it's really not terrible gas mileage. It's not quite as good as what my truck had, but my truck had all-terrain tires on it, which kind of took away from the gas mileage anyway, so I'm not that far off on where the Sequoia is, believe it or not. So my whole vision for that was to get a vehicle that was more suited for what I had envisioned for what I wanted to do, like go camping, kind of fit out a vehicle to be conducive to camping, kind of build it out to where I can be fully sustained when I go out camping and stuff like that, and actually like have like a burner and things like that to cook with and all that. I'm sorry it's so loud here. There's landscapers cutting grass all back here and all that. But anyway, and I'll show you more about the vehicle. I thought about doing a vlog series on me kind of detailing the Sequoia and cleaning it up. It's a 2008 compared to my 2019 F-150 that I had. And part of the whole vision was, my truck note was not the cheapest. Now, I wasn't stupid. I didn't get anything. I wasn't paying like $1,000 a month on a truck note like a lot of people are doing these days. I would never do that. However, it was kind of expensive for where I wanted it to be. And I got that truck right before COVID started, and a lot of things happened during COVID that, I took a hit in pay and income from my side businesses and all that during COVID. So it started kind of a subtle chain of events to where I felt like I couldn't really afford my truck too much anymore. And I know you guys can probably relate, especially over the past 3-4 years now. But anyway, so it worked out perfectly. It was fate, and it was meant to happen. It was meant to happen. It was a blessing, because right when I got to the point where I started envisioning what I wanted to do with the channel and vehicle-wise and camping and all that stuff. And I keep saying camping. It's not like I'm becoming like a camper. It's just something I want to do with the vlogs. Kind of wanted to incorporate into the vlogs, and just have something that's more of an SUV to be more capable and more suited for when I go off the beaten path, instead of just, I can't sleep in my truck. And I thought of maybe getting a tent, like a roof tent for my truck and all that, but still that's spending a whole lot more money on and fitting out a truck that I was really not I really couldn't afford it that much. You know, I was staying afloat, but barely. You know. So anyway, my dear friend Sean, who's my business partner, shout out to Sean, who's my business partner for my photo booth. He's had it for about 13, 14 years. He's had a 2008, I think he had it for 10 years now, a 2008 Toyota Sequoia. And it's decked out. I mean, it's super nice. It has everything. It's got the sunroof and the back window goes down, so I love it. It's got a third row and all that, captain seats. And not that I'm not bougie like that. I don't buy things. I actually wanted something more rugged and more off-roady than my truck. So I wasn't looking for anything like decked out, but it just happens to be, you know, he's kept it up pretty nicely. And so I'm trying to get off track here. I'm sorry. So anyway, so he doesn't need the 3 vehicles he has anymore, and I was kind of telling him my plan and what, you know, I was like, man, I don't, you know, I can't really afford my truck anymore. It's so expensive and all that, and I don't want to fit out my truck and spend a whole lot more money on a truck that I can barely afford anyway. So he said, why don't you buy my Sequoia from me? You can buy it for cheap, super cheap. So anyway, so I bought it. So I basically sold my truck and I bought his Sequoia for super cheap. And very, very cheap. And so now I don't have a vehicle note anymore. I basically bought it from him in cash. So now I don't have a car note anymore. I'm saving $100 a month. Check this out. Being that I don't need full coverage anymore because I don't have a newer vehicle. I'm not under lease or anything like that, or under a payment. I'm not financing the vehicle anymore. I own this vehicle outright. So now I don't need full coverage insurance on my vehicle. So I'm saving $100 a month on my insurance. So between that and the car note I was paying, I'm saving a ton of money per month. And that's a wonderful thing. So now I can focus on, you know, it's one less thing to stress about or worry about or have to pay for every month. And so it's really nice. So anyway, what was I saying? So I've been kind of cleaning the vehicle up, kind of detailing it, making it mine, and doing a little exterior work. I learned how to do headlight restoration, which is really not that hard once you learn how to do it, which I learned how to do on YouTube. And so I did that. I cleaned up the headlights. I'm just kind of making it, kind of cleaning it up a little bit. You know, mechanically speaking, it's in great shape. It's in excellent shape, but it needed some exterior work and interior, you know, just detailing and stuff like that. So I've been doing that, and I thought about making a blog series about that, just so you guys didn't think I was MIA. Like, you know, I thought about doing that just so you can see, like, oh, what's Matt doing? He's like, oh, he's got a new vehicle and he's detailing the vehicle and all this stuff, and all these little in-betweens and stuff like that. But I was, you know, it took me long enough to do the vehicle stuff without having to blog it and film it. So I figured I'll just, you know, do my thing and then I'll get back to the blogging ASAP. So that's what I've been doing. And so it's wonderful. I'm excited. It's looking forward to doing what I've been planning on doing. And like I said, it's like fate. It's happened. The timing of Sean not needing the vehicle anymore, and he, you know, deciding he was basically, you know, he didn't need 3 vehicles anymore, and that he would sell it to me for super cheap. And I had been planning that and envisioning that, you know, for the months leading up to that, and the timing was just perfect. And so it worked out. So, you know, some things in life come along and they happen in perfect timing. And all you can do is just sit back and be like, well, that was meant to be. You know, that was a blessing. That was from God for sure. You know, so I'm happy about that. I'm excited about that. I'm looking forward to being able to travel further out and do some pretty interesting places a little bit further out from where I live. You know, day trips, weekend trips, and now I'm going to fit out the Sequoia, because the Sequoias are big. You put if you laid the second and third rows down flat, you can basically sleep in there like 2 people easily, or me and my 2 kids. You got like 7 feet of headspace, or, you know, length in there at least to lay down in. You know, me and my 2 kids we can go camping and sleep in a Sequoia and have it fitted out for all that. So looking forward to doing stuff like that, and I'll be including that in my vlog so you can see it. It's not gonna be heavily. I'm not gonna like do a vlog and then spend 45 minutes vlogging the camping, but sometimes I might just be like, hey, we took a look at this, and now you're gonna hang out with me and we're gonna do some camping. Maybe me and the kids sometimes, I don't know. When I decide to start incorporating putting snippets of my kids in the videos and stuff. I'm kind of cautious about that when they're so little, but, you know, I don't know. I guess it's kind of commonplace on YouTube now for kids to be on YouTube, so I'm just careful about it. But anyway, so looking forward to doing all that stuff. And there's a ton of places. There's so many places that, sorry, I'm getting my fingers in the way here. My arm's getting tired. There's so many places that I have in mind to do that are just out of the way. Like, they're not very local, more regionally placed throughout the state and all that stuff. And even some out of state that I'm planning on doing. And now I don't have to spend a whole bunch of money on a hotel if I go out of town or anything, or Airbnb. I can just sleep in the Sequoia and camp out and go find like a campground somewhere, and I'll just park and we can, go see these places that I want to vlog, and then afterwards I can go and just enjoy an evening or two out in nature, just camping out by a lake or something like that. It's just what my vision is, what I envisioned all along here over the last few months. And miraculously, by the grace of God, it all is falling into place like fate. Perfect timing. It's perfect timing, and it's all falling into place. And what can I say? You guys are here to witness it with me and be a witness to it. So all I can say is visualization. If you can envision it, you can probably make it happen. So make a vision board, make a big cardboard board or cardboard cutout or a construction, what do you call those things, a poster board or something, and put pictures or ideas of whatever you're envisioning on the board. Now, I didn't do that for this. I've done vision boards before, but I didn't do one for this. But the vision was so strong in my mind, I didn't need that. I knew exactly what I wanted, and it just fell into place. I don't know how else to explain it or describe it. It was meant to be. So anyway, I'm going to get off the swing here and get back in my truck and get back to work. But along the way out of Berwick, I'll film, see if we could see some nice, it's such a nice day today. There's some nice houses in this area and churches and stuff. So I don't know what we'll see. It might be like 15 more seconds of video or footage, but I'll go ahead and say my official goodbye for this vlog to you guys. I love and miss you guys so much, and I'm not going anywhere. Just been busy. The busiest I've probably been in the last couple of years for sure, over the past month, and rearranging and just getting things set up, all the stuff I just told you about. And so stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and hit notification bells and hit the like button. Those like buttons are important. I don't really stress that too much, but when you watch the videos, if you like my videos, just make it a habit, if you don't mind, to just hit the like button, because the more likes the video gets, that pushes you, that coerces YouTube to show the video more. And so I would appreciate it. And so tell your friends about it if you want to, and if you want to donate to the channel. And by the way, thank you guys so much for those who have been donating to the channel. It's such a whirlwind of help. It's I say a whirlwind's over. It's such a plethora of help, I should say, and a wonderful gift from you guys that helps in every aspect and all that. So it's patreon.com/travelwithoutacause. So it's patreon.com/travelwithoutacause, all one word. And you can donate any amount you want. You can do a subscription, like a $3 a month subscription, or $5 a month, and there's different packages. So when you do donate to it, you can see what's in the packages. Like when you donate, I'll give you a shout out in the video, and then if you donate, a different amount or whatever, you get certain perks. And one of them, I think it's $5 or $7 a month or something like that. You'll get a monogrammed, like keepsake item, like a koozie or a tumbler or I don't know, a t-shirt, something like that, and to go along with your subscription. So just kind of figure I'd tell you guys a little bit about that. But anyway, goodbye for this vlog. I'm going to show you a little bit of footage of Berwick on the way out after I say goodbye here. And until the next one, don't forget to stay cool, stay tuned, and more importantly, don't forget to stay tuned and stay cool. Saying goodbye here from Berwick, Louisiana, on the swing at the Brown House Museum, which we couldn't get into today, but no big deal. I bid you adieu, and goodbye.